Go on and put on that dress that all the bad boys like. I know your daddy ain't home. You're riding with me tonight. You always wind up here in a puddle of tears. Them boys are out and they're angry and they're looking for blood in the back of a blue old pickup truck. You got nowhere to go, although you're all gussied up. Got so much whiskey in his coke it'll make her nose bend, but she swears that his love is a damn godsend. She's known God since she was a child. To play in the yard, and she was dreaming one day. Then the world came around and took her dreaming away. Taught her how to dress and act and smile. We're an Indiana smoke show. He's an asshole from back home. They'll never make it out alive. Oh yeah, they will. King Harold, King's Roulette, King's Club. The Indiana Smoke Show is the King and the Angel, if you look around. Oh yeah, that's what it is. The Indiana Smoke Show is the King and the Angel, and we're coming back. Today we are continuing our raid. We're at $2,876. We're looking for 15%, which is $432. We want to get to $3,308 now on the fourth day of this journey. It's going to go for a while. We want you to see it. We want to put it in front of you. We want to do it just like we're doing, unscripted. I'm speaking extemporaneously. I just had my guitar in my hand tonight as we were getting together, and the angel says, "Oh, you going to do a song?" I said, "Well, okay, I guess I will. Let's do that." So we're playing this straight up the way we have been. We've got a couple of twists later on that you may notice, but we're here and we're going to shoot for making $3,308 in this session tonight. And I'm covering the bets there with those. Yep, I missed an 18 and 21. The Angel's the one said, "I think you're supposed to have a bet there." Lock that thing up so it doesn't come down and get in the way anymore. So we missed 18-21. Oh, we saved $6 by not having that money exposed. We advanced $4 on the bet to a $10 increment. And as usual, there goes the king again. We missed 14-17, so sure hope that doesn't hit. As we go on, I get better at this. So it's just like at the beginning of every session, I've got to reboot myself or something. But part of it is because you've got the clock working against you, and the clock changes. They run these things at you, and they'll shortchange you on time from one time to the next. And thankfully, the angel's there saying, "Okay, no, you got plenty of time now." And so then I'll go, "Okay, I'll slow down and I'll get it right." But now, see, this time just throw the baby out with the bathwater and say, we will restart, because this is just numbers that are coming at us. And see, the angel's giving me tips. It's always nice to have a little help from your friends. That was a winner, so sorry about that. Now we replay the last bets and add to them, and we stick 14 and 17 in this time, just in case they decide to pull that ball in there for us. We'd like to have some money on it. Looks like $14 per number. We got 10 out on the main board, and we got the 2 zeros covered. So that's 22 numbers in total. Strategically placed around the wheel, 22 numbers. Only one flat spot that we've been looking at to try to address, but worked out just fine right there with that 21. We're back at it. No rest for the weary. You can't sit around. You got to be ready to get those numbers back in again. And since we're going down, I couldn't just simply repeat the bet. I had to put in new numbers, new amounts. Because the algorithm used, the modification is just as important as the betting progression or regression. In all aspects, everything comes together. Add it with the patience and the discipline to understand you're going to make a mistake every now and then. Just get over it and claim your victory and quietly and humbly walk out of the building. We're late getting the bets in, so I just didn't want to miss out on a chance at a zero. Just put the money out on the zeros. If you can't get anything out, get that out, because this is designed to keep you alive until you hit the zeros. And the I-block wheel hunts zeros, and so you want to have them out there. That would have been a loss with 25 anyway. And that was one of the things that we needed to address with the Euro wheel. It's great that it has a single zero, but that's also a liability because you only have one 35 to 1 play. Don't add more split numbers. Find yourself a number you like and designate that as your extra 35 to 1 bet. And bet that number every time along with the single zero, because that number will hit. And when it hits, you're going to be doggone happy that you got it. And so I'm not going to designate a number for you because it doesn't matter. The other 36 numbers are all the same. Choose one you like. They always say pick your favorite number at the casino, right? Well, in this case, do it. If you like 19, do it. If you like 5, do it. But do it every time. Don't change it. This one here is probable. This Eric A numbers are probable. So you need to have two 35 to 1 pays there, not just a single one, because the 35 to 1 is where you make your money. And if you got two 35 to 1 ones, each of those are going to hit. The zero will hit, and whatever you choose, 19, 3, 10, 25, it doesn't matter. Just play it every time as a single bet, along with your 10 splits, along with your zero. Play those numbers, and you're going to win with this strategy. But you do need the second 35 to 1 that is almost better if you had a double zero wheel. But in this case, you get an extra number, so that's nice too. So you're going to have 10 splits, an extra number.
10's a good number.
10's a good number. Yeah, Angels, 10's a good number. Nothing wrong with 10. You could have 10 splits and the number 10 plus the zero, or 10 splits the zero and whatever number you like. And you're going to hit it and you're going to win money. So to the entire Euro audience, add a single digit play to your zero. This arrangement we have here is 10 splits, the zero, and the double zero. They're all bet at the same amount of money. Out of 11 is a loser, so we're going to come back, raise the bet. So we're at $20 now. Looks like it. Looks like $20. $240 out there. Bunch of red numbers in a row down there on that bottom. Looks like, what should you play? Yeah, well, you should play what we're playing because you'd win $340. And we've reduced those bets back down to 15, and here we go. Regressed by $5 after the win. Got them all covered. Speedy McGreedy that time. Had extra time left over. You never know what they're going to give you, though. It's nice to have a partner there. You can see up there we're at $2,400 thereabouts. We got to get to 3308. Got some work to do. That helps. A little zero right there. Euro wheel lovers, you see that $525 come up. It's because it happens. And it makes up for all the sins of the past of these numbers, of these 10 splits. When you're fighting them back and forth trying to get there. And then here comes that 0, double zero, and it makes everything well. I want you guys to have a single digit play along with your zero so that you have two numbers in play to give you the big payoff. It makes all the difference.
And 10's on the opposite side of the wheel, like you said, so that...
There you go. See, now the angel finally kicks in with something that I knew, but I didn't say it because I didn't think about it. That's what he's here for. The 10 is actually on the opposite side of the wheel of the 0. So if you want them to be on opposite sides, you could use the 10. But you actually can use any number you want. It's just the configuration is such that the 10 is on the opposite side of the Euro wheel from the 0. So it's your decision. Doesn't matter. They're all the same. The ball will go in every slot. But if you want it to be kind of like we play here, we have the 0 on one side and the double zero on the other. So if you want that, then you play 0 and the 10. And you will have the same kind of physical makeup on the wheel. Got them covered now with $10 bets. As you can see, I am getting a little bit better at it as the game goes on. I don't miss as many anymore. $10 bets out there. Now, what in the world just happened there? Yep. That is an education that we've not had to deal with. First off, because this wheel is new for me. This machine is new for me. I usually play.
Let's keep going. It will come back. I'm lost too.
Yeah, we're all lost. So you see that ticket for $360. What that's saying is we went over 3,000, which is the limit on this machine. So we actually just went to 3360 or 20. They stopped us at the original number because if they gave us the 360, it would have put us over. So we're at 2816 in the machine. We won $360, so they pay us out in a separate ticket, and they say, keep playing with your 2816 now because we can't put a number bigger than $2,999 in the machine. And so we broke the machine. The king and the angel, we just broke the machine, and they were forced to give us an extra payment of $360. So we sit that on the side, and we just go back to work.
That's also going to change the way we play.
And you can see I'm still flustered because I got a double zero and a 2-3 split there. I missed it altogether, so I got to regain my composure after that unexpected, we can't pay you, here's a ticket routine. That's a good win. I'm glad that 0-2-3 split didn't hurt us. Now I'm getting it right again. Back in the saddle. So we're back up to a $10 bet after those wins. $220 on the board. The iBlock machine hunts the zeros. It's a strong position to be in with zeros and numbers that are around the zero. Not saying it's unbeatable that way, but it's a strong position. There's a one on the 9. It'll hit all the numbers, but occasionally it goes hunting the zeros, and when it does, you're well positioned to have them in your complement. Like $5 bets are out there. Trying to make it easy on the old man. It was going to be 4 or 6, and Angel just said, no, just go ahead and make it 5. Didn't want to over stress me, and so we won $85. We might have won a little more with 6, could have won a little less with 4, but we got what we got. Happy to have it. Returning with those $5 bets. 12 of them are out there. Been a completely stress-free session. Most stress was when they spit out that ticket we weren't expecting. We thought maybe the cops were coming. Didn't know what that was all about. Now we do. We're going to look at maybe coming in with a $2,000 partial buy-in. We're going to still have the buy-in be exactly what it is because we're going to carry it over from time to time. But we'll try to be able to handle this kind of situation better. We'll have all the money available to us as the buy-in, but we will go ahead and probably start at maybe a $2,000 increment, and I just ran out of time there, so I just left it at what I had. They're tricky how they do this. They're here to beat you. If you ever thought they weren't here to beat you, you watch. Now, look at that. 45 seconds comes up. What the world's that all about? Never seen that. I could do this if I were blind. Now, I mean, it's kind of like, how much more time do I need? Well, one time they gave us 12 seconds. This time they give us 45. I'm still at 29 now, so I'm just kind of playing around. I could even make a mistake and still get it right. And if you see here, these are a little bit different numbers. You might notice something here. I don't know if you're going to notice it or not, but you see that 1 and 2 and 3 and 6? Okay, let's see how it turns out. There's a story behind this, I promise you. These are different numbers. But they're a winner, $85. And there's one person gloating in the room right now.
Another ticket, by the way.
And another ticket just spit out because we went over the top again. So here's what happened. The genius in the room, Angel, pulled out his slide rule, and he came up with an alternate set of numbers that are equally as strong, equally covering the board, and giving us an alternative on how we're playing. So if you look at those numbers, these are the Angels. His alternative to add and buttress and further supplement the wonderful Eric A's. He uses the 1 over the 2, the 3, 6, the 5, 8, the 10, 11, 13, 16, 19, 20, 22, 25, 23, 26, 28, 31, and 36, 35. The splits kind of go up and down a couple of times. The 1 and 2 are up and down to 10, 11, 19, 20, 35, 36. Doesn't matter. It still splits. And the zeros are there also. And so the Angel has come up, and he's in the Hall of Fame now because he's 2 for 2. And that's it. That's enough money. I'm going to make him stop. I mean, you just can't stop the man. You can only hope to contain him. That's why Gideon here is with the Angel. Add up the money, you're going to see that we made $500 today. He's still pulling money back. We made $500 today in this session. We're still knocking it out of the park. For the Angel, the King bids you adieu.